Stop being a boy and finally become a man. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you being a classic masculine, being a Labrador divine masculine, and being a German Shepherd divine masculine. What a divine masculine truly is, and how to be in that state of mind. So, right off the bat, the way that we present ourselves, the things that we wear, the things we have, the way we present ourselves within public is very, very crucial. In this day and age, and I can be guilty of this in the past, is dressing just like a bum, wearing sweatpants to everything, wearing sweatshirts, just wearing the most comfortable, casual things like that all the time. It's not good. It doesn't look good. You just blend in, you know? It's really interesting how back in the day, like my grandfather and many like him, it was very common to wear a suit, to have great suits. And it's just, there's something about dressing up and looking absolutely stunning and like a freaking man that makes you the absolute man. Think about it like this. There's this great saying that like a suit is like what lingerie is on a woman. You know, like a suit makes the man. A suit makes the man incredible. You don't necessarily need to wear a suit, but you just need to dress nicer. You know, I got this shirt on right here. The camera's a little low, or a little high. I'd like it to be lower, but had to work out like this. But I got a nice Rolex on. I'm chilling in my Lambo for this video. You know, you don't have to have a Lambo. You don't have to have money. That's the thing. With being a true classic masculine, with being a divine masculine, it's not about money. It's about putting the right effort in. It's about being exceptional in the things that you do and setting yourself to a higher standard. A divine masculine is in control of his emotions. A divine masculine sticks to disciplines. You know, a huge thing that you need to start doing is fully being in control of your nutrition, going to the gym, speaking with commands, like actually knowing how to speak properly, not just spitting out goobly gobbly, you know, none of that. Say precisely what you mean in short of a way as you possibly can. That is going to be the key for you. Now, when it comes to women, when it comes to dating, when it comes to being in a relationship, there's two ways. And I highly recommend doing a mixture of both, but there's this thing called black hat energy that women should embody. But the man then is normally in Labrador energy, where the man is very chasing. A Labrador is very loyal and fun and just joyful. You know, a Labrador, well, who would I think of that would be more like a Labrador? You could, maybe Paul Newman. Paul Newman from back in the day would be a great example of that Labrador energy. Still has a little bit of the charm, a little bit of the German Shepherd energy, but he just has that Labrador energy, where German Shepherd energy, on the other hand, is a little bit more arrogant, a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more precise about himself. Again, he's still an absolute gentleman, absolutely respectful, but just has a little bit more reserved. You could think of like a classic James Bond type character, or even like a John Wayne to that degree, even though John Wayne sometimes can have a little bit of Labrador energy as well. But if you mix those two things, I'm telling you, you will be such a better version of yourself, so much more of the man. In this day and age, men have lost their manners. Men have lost their masculinity. They don't understand how to truly be a man. Every guy thinks it's all about having muscles and, you know, things of that nature. And it's important to be in shape, but that's not the pinnacle of being a true divine masculine. A divine masculine comes from the heart and from the mind, the way that you carry yourself in society. So, some other things that you must be doing. Set your day up right. Start your day so correct. Get up early. Do whatever you have to do. Write things down. I'm telling you, this one is huge. To journal, to start your day writing down what you want to accomplish that day, who you are, writing down affirmations, a mantra, whatever it may be. Starting your day journaling is an absolute must. I guarantee you, almost everybody, The moment we get up, we're on our phones, we go to TikTok, Instagram, we start just doom scrolling, looking at brain rot. It's one of the worst things that you can possibly do to be productive, to be powerful in that day. Instead, write down your goals, take some time to even meditate, do some manifestation, visualization within the morning. Take your time. But wake up early. Get to bed early and wake up early. A real man controls and owns his reality. He's not just a feather in the wind being decided by the fates of society. No, a true divine masculine controls his destiny by being on time, by being within it, by being in the flow state, knowing what must be done and seeing it through. Very, very, very crucial. Another thing that a true divine masculine does, controls his emotions. This is probably one of the most important ones and can be one of the most difficult ones. So often in this day and age, adult men, 20 years old, 30 years old, 40, 50, 60, can have temper tantrums. I see so many adults that still act like children. There's some children that act more mature than adults do. It's a shame in this day and age how far the ball has been dropped. But together, we will rise that back up. We will bring masculinity back. And that is the key, to control your emotions. In any situation, a saying that I like to have is do not react, respond. When we react to something, it's this initial emotion. Emotion is an energy in motion. So when we react to something, we're just, oh, that made me angry, that made me sad, whatever it may be, like we react. It's never going to be good. Instead, if we can think of what the situation is, think of what the person said, we can take our time to fully mentally digest what they are saying and respond accordingly. And here is the key to this. The longer you can take on things, the better it will be. If you do not have to make a quick decision, don't. The longer you take to make certain decisions will be better for you in the long run. Now, this ties into something else within this, but say less. Say less. Gosh, I cannot stand that term, that new term. Say less, but it's true. Say less things. The more that you tell about yourself, the more that you reveal about your plans, about your character, keep as much secret as you can for as long as you can. Mystery is the key to being magnetic. When you are mysterious, everyone and everything wants to figure you out. You will be on their mind. Now, if you're just out there blabbing about everything, telling everything, it's actually a bad sign too. People will know that, oh gosh, this person's just gossiping, this person's saying everything. I don't know if I can trust them. Be a man of few words. Now, within this is a big one here. When it comes to a romantic partner, make sure you are nurturing the relationship. I see a lot of guys that think, oh, they hold it all in. They don't tell their girlfriend, their spouse about this or that. You cannot do that. You have to be able to open up. A divine masculine is in control of his emotions, but is able to express them in a very powerful and poetic manner. This is what you must master. If you hold everything in, your relationship it's not going to be built upon anything but just kind of, being not genuine, maybe some lies. You have to be able to fully express yourself and have your relationship be built upon trust. Now, within that, even there though, this might be a little back and forth a little bit. You want to make sure that you're not putting too much on your partner. You are the man. You are the rock. You are there. You're the provider. Remember that. Behind every great man is a great woman. And if you have a day one girl, she will always be there for you and she will take you to the next level. I'm telling you that. But you got to make sure you are taking care of her and not just, spilling your guts and just complaining about every little thing. You got to make sure that you are showing her the compassion and the love and the protection that she deserves. Now, part 2 of this. Have manly activities. This is a big one that has truly gone out the door. I just see very few men that partake in physical activities or just even push themselves to be great. In this day and age where the average 30, 40-year-old is constantly playing video games or on the phone, just doing the most, it can be fun. For sure, it can be fun once in a while. Video games can be nice, but it should not be your default setting. It should not be your go-to. I don't care what age you are, you have to be going to the gym. You should have hobbies that are physical or something that is creating, doing art, playing music. Be competitive. That is one of the number one things that will boost your testosterone is if you are competitive. So many men are not competitive anymore. They're so passive. You got to compete with others. You want to compete and you want to be the best that you can be. If you do that, if you change that simple mindset, you will boost your testosterone. It is critical. Now, within that as well, be aware of what you're seeing. Your frequency is what you frequently see, what you frequently say, what you frequently hear. Watch movies that are awesome. It's a big thing I've noticed throughout I'm covered in Marvel tattoos. I love Marvel, but my favorite is still 80s movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Stallone. Those guys were amazing. Growing up seeing that was absolutely incredible. There's even great stars from the 90s, but in this day and age now, there's just not this, what would I say, essence of masculinity there, Did you catch it too? I said, even myself, I got to work on it. Be precise. We don't want to use filler words like that. And hey, it's okay. Because like I said, even I mess up sometimes on things. We're not perfect, but we are trying to be better every single day. Some movies that I highly recommend. Amazing. Jeremiah Johnson with Robert Redford. It's from the 70s. Look it up. Find it on Amazon, Hulu, wherever you can. Watch that movie this weekend. It's incredible. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with Robert Redford and Paul Newman. Incredible. Rio Bravo with John Wayne. Incredible movie. Any Stallone, any Arnold movie, absolutely incredible. Predator, the number one, like the first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where they're in the jungle, is one of the greatest masculine, manly movies of all time. Listen to masculine music here and there as well. Classic rock. And I'll tell you this, what's some great music to listen to? Old school Tony Bennett, Frank Sinatra, guys like that. There's so much soul in that. There's such a classic masculinity to that. I mean, that's masculinity at its absolute finest. When you're thinking about being the man, that term, I am the man, I like to say I am the effing man. I don't want to say any curse words here on YouTube because, they don't like that. But I say that every single morning. When I think about that, being the man is also this level of excellence, of grace, there's an artistic expression to it, to being incredible. Not just being like, how everyone is nowadays. It's having an extra, spice, if you will, You want to think about yourself, I don't know, I would say, first thing that came to my mind was like a Bloody Mary. Just has that extra little kick to it. You want to be like that. Everything in life should have a little bit of the extra spice to it. Think about that with anything that you do. If you implement these few steps, and there is so many when it comes to being in your divine masculine, this is just the tippy part of the iceberg there, tippy top. But start to implement these things, you will be amazed at how much more attractive you are to the whole world. Women will start to notice you more. Women will want to be around you. People will want to be around you because you have this presence of elegance and excellence and grace. You have that chivalry. You are the man. Together, we can bring back classic masculinity, and chivalry will be restored to all. My friend, thank you for being here. You're awesome. Have a wonderful weekend.